Hello, dear friends. Night is coming, but dawn is just behind it. Victory is won, but the battle is still to be lived. Opinion piece. Violet light. A breath away. Black Swan events. October 12th, 24th. 13-day period. The storm is upon us. The bubble is bursting. Censorship is everywhere. There are no summer days left. Let's start. The violet flame is a powerful high-frequency spiritual energy with transformative properties that contemplates love, justice, mercy, freedom, forgiveness, and transmutation. It is considered to come directly from divine energy and is present in all human beings. As solar maximum approaches, we can see and feel the difference in our sun. As light pours in, our body struggles to adjust to the release of feelings, actions, and ways of being from old paradigms, while our mind and emotions move toward more enlightened perspectives, as reported by Pia Orleani. This is especially true in the 13-day period of illumination energy that began on September 29th and continues through October 11th, including a solar eclipse on October 2nd. This transformative energy supports our ability to make decisions from an enlightened perspective, with our heart guiding our mind. If we feel overwhelmed during the 13 days of transformative energy, we may find that we are immersing ourselves in idyllic daydreams rather than taking positive action in our lives. If we use the gift of illuminating energy, we can find opportunities for evolutionary progress. Remember to trust your heart rather than your mind during this intense period. According to Natalia Alba, the solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd invites us to show more harmony, love, and balance, restoring divine order where chaos reigns. The essence of Libra is that of transmutation and purification, so that we can achieve balance in all aspects of ourselves. We are invited to release the past, although we will be challenged by the square of the Sun and Moon with Mars. It is time to heal the wounds of the soul and create more balanced relationships. From October 12th to 24th is the 13-day period of exploration of the energy that supports reflection and encourages us to harmonize opposing points of view, which can bring about a movement towards unity, rather than the separation that we usually experience in duality. We can apply new guidelines to live together collectively in a more conscious way if we harness this energy to explore alternative possibilities. We close October with the energy of transcendence, beginning on October 25th and continuing through November 6th, which helps overcome challenging circumstances by discarding all doubt and taking steps to transcend all limited ideas and paradigms, as well as our individual differences. Chronicle of Awakening. Notes from Judy Pinkton. The problem with living in a bubble is that you don't plan or prepare to deal with the chaos that will cause your bubble to burst one day. To put it bluntly, our bubble is bursting and we are in a mess. Black Swan events and massive cyber attacks were no longer something that was just expected, but are happening right now. The Dow Jones and S&P 500 fell into the red on Tuesday and are likely to stay that way. China and Germany had already experienced financial collapses. There were bank closures around the world. Markets were down, and Bitcoin has stopped trading. On Tuesday, October 1st, 2024, Verizon and ADT service outages sparked fears on cyber attacks. Black Swan events continued on Tuesday as another massive hurricane was about to hit the same areas as Hurricane Helene. On Tuesday, October 1st, 2024, longshoremen went to strike at ports on the east and Gulf coasts. The dockworkers who went on strike in Tennessee were facing a much bigger problem. They reported hearing children locked in cargo containers screaming for help. The dockworkers stopped, refused to continue, and reported it to authorities. For the past 3 months, dockworkers have reported the same thing in Long Beach. On Tuesday, October 1st, a North Carolina pilot said he was threatened with arrest for rescuing flood victims. General Flynn confirmed the problem, in quotes. The consequences of a hurricane in the mountains of North Carolina are biblical, and now we have to figure out how to help humanitarian operations. HSBC claims to have successfully applied quantum technology to buy and sell tokenized physical gold. The trick is that when you buy the tokens of Bitcoin, they keep the gold and have control of your bank account. Timeline. The EBS timeline is already set according to Steve Biko. Only a few know the exact and precise time of events. This will ensure that everyone is safe at home and can witness the historic moment that reveals the truth. We have been promised the new Starlink's internet system by the end of the month, but don't hold yourself to any dates. The EBS will broadcast an 8-hour video. It will play 3 times a day for 10 days of communication blackout. We will receive 7 trumpets or text messages on our phones, alerting us to tune in to our TV at that time. Our phones will only work for 9/11, and the Signal app, which is encrypted, will be available. Our internet will not work during that time. ATMs will not work. After 10 days of communication blackout, we will be connected to a new quantum internet. The teams in plural coordinating this important historical event are renovating the EBS to ensure maximum security for all involved. So please be patient while the details are being finalized. They want to make sure there is no interference of any kind. Those who are drawing up the plan do not want anyone to panic, because it is simply a matter of revealing the truth. After the EBS and the 8-hour long films, everything will change. The life support connected to the old systems will be withdrawn. Humanity and the planet will simultaneously move towards a system of consciousness of peace and prosperity. Breaking news. The Council of Europe considers Julian Assange to have been a political prisoner. The markets regain calm after the Iranian attack, although oil continues to rise. EU leaders now acknowledge that Ukraine will have to cede territory. All this could have been avoided if Ukraine had respected the Minsk agreement and has stopped bombing the Donbas region. Tourism in Spain registered record figures despite the ruinous demonstration against it. The Mexican government offers a public apology to relatives in plural of the victims of the 1968 student massacre in which the famous Regina died. Pearls. The storm is upon you. This is the opportunity for humankind to choose and join the path of love and expansion, says Geshe-Rash. A man stops to rescue a kitten and is ambushed by a platform of homeless kittens calling for help. Does compassion still exist? What is happening now has not happened before. Don't forget this. You will see gifts and graces never seen before. Victory is won, but the battle still needs to be lived. I am victory. There is no other. Ready for the kiss of divine fire. X22 report. Chaos is everywhere, and this is just the beginning of the month. Darkness is falling, and people are going to look for someone to help with the chaos. The wicked have lit the fuse. They want war. They want the destruction of the economy. Censorship is everywhere. Free speech is under attack. And new hate laws are being used to silence free speech. And people are being arrested and convicted for their social media posts. The phrase, "there are no days of summer left," evokes the sense of nostalgia and the passing of time and invites reflection on time. Longing and the unavoidable changes in life about how time passes and how to make the most of each moment. It can also be interpreted as an invitation to adapt to the changes that each new era brings. Are they using the government as a weapon against us? Asks Patrick McShay. Citizens around the world, outraged and disenfranchised, are rising up and driving these globalist politicians out of office, while patriotic candidates are gaining ground. In quotes, be prepared, learn to defend yourself and your family, and don't forget to pray. This world needs peace, healing, and the remembrance of our common origin and destinies. No more genocide and more madness. We stand for life, love, and common sense. We put aside any ideas to say otherwise, says Anna von Reitz. The night is coming, but the dawn comes right behind it. Keep the faith, and like the American bison, run straight into the storm. Never waver, never wander. There is a wisdom that guides our steps and guides our paths. Ask for the guidance and protection you need every day, and stand steadfast and focused on what you want your world to be. Anna von Reitz. Opinions. According to Keshe, solar waves are permeating every aspect of life on Earth. Nothing will remain as it was. The old will not be restored. Only the demolition of systems will continue. The final transmutation is underway. Awakening may be just a breath away, according to Patricia Cota-Robles. The Company of Heaven said that the outward appearance makes it difficult to understand how much of our invocations and decrees are helping humanity in the ascension process. The beings of light have revealed that the miraculous frequency shifts we have achieved have raised the consciousness of each of us to the brink of awakening. According to Steve Biko, we know the outcome. We know that different star federations are here to keep things with limits, that they cannot use nuclear weapons, and that no global mayhem is allowed. We know that we are approaching the time of separation, which will be the ring of fire, after 10 days of transmissions. As we experience higher dimensional love, the dark ones will feel their hearts burst. Poet Talk. Religions adapt to the material plane to increase their customer base. The mind is a printer, a photocopier. It's above all computer. It is in the office of your being, where you determine what is real and what is not, according to the report of the senses. We have a number of skills and resources that have atrophied from lack of use. We also have skills that can only be accessed from the higher mind, and we cannot use them if we are not residents there, or at least occasional visitors. According to C.G.I. Morgan Poet Dog, karma is in the idea of separation from God, and the degree of separation is an indicator of the amount of karma pending. If we were all killed and enslaved, awakening would not be happening. Existence is under the control of the one mind that rests in all minds that think of themselves as separate personalities. Those who are in divine union suffer very little negative karma because there is no resistance in them to divine love, which devours karma. Being humble means recognizing that we are not here to see how important we can become, but to see how we can help others. Zafiel told that there are no others, and this phrase has haunted me ever since, like a Zen koan, like a Zen koan. It suggests that we are all interconnected. We cannot exist in isolation, as our identity is defined in relation to others. The idea challenges the separation of us and them. It implies that all lives have equal worth and dignity, and that we must recognize our shared humanity and overcome the barriers that separate us. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.